Welcome, everyone. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And today I want to do something special. Now, Diablo 4 is still a long way ahead of us. I don't expect really to see it anytime soon. So it got me thinking, well, what games can I actually play in the meantime as I'm waiting for Diablo 4? And I have a list here that I wanted to share with you guys. So if you guys see that you don't agree with me, please add it in the comments. If you have any other games that maybe I forgot, feel free as well. So this is my list. Tell me what you guys think. Here we go. Now, one thing you guys are going to notice that if you actually go on our YouTube channel, all these games that I'm actually covering today, they are all there, except for the last one. So you're going to understand why when I go through with it, but everything is there. So if you ever guys want to go in and check check out a little bit about the gameplay, what I'm talking about, or just simply my comments on what I found out about the game. They're all there for you guys to take a look at. Now, the first game that I want to focus on is the upcoming Diablo games. So I'm talking about Diablo Immortal and Diablo 2 Resurrected. Now, the reason why I'm actually putting these two together is for the sole purpose that even though they are two different games, at the same time, let's face it, I mean, Blizzard is not really known to keep their timetables. So even though they told us that they're going to be coming out in 2021, not really holding my breath here. So when at least one of these comes out, it'll be a good game for us to basically focus our attention on as we're waiting for Diablo 4, especially thinking of Diablo Immortal. And the reason for that is there's a lot of things that they're probably going to take inspiration from Diablo Immortal, since it's a newer game. So they can kind of, if you want to call it like a type of beta test and see how it's working here, so they can implement it in a bigger scale in Diablo 4. This is my thoughts about it. I've spoken about it before. I've had it. I've had a few people actually kind of agreeing with me here, and I'm pretty sure this is more or less a few things we're going to be focusing on, right? If people do like it in Diablo Immortals, why wouldn't they like it in Diablo 4? Now, this is a type of game that I think we all will enjoy for the most part. Yeah, it's a little bit overdone because it does resemble Diablo 3, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that they kind of fixed up on it. And at the same time, if you guys want to go a little bit more in depth, well, I'm going to have a link to the description below of the full videos that I've done on that. So the only part here that I'm not excited when it comes to Diablo Immortal is really those rifts, right? I mean, I think we can all agree that it's something that we love to hate. Yes, they're interesting. Yes, they give extra value to the end game. Pardon me here. But really, if we have to only talk about end game and rifts, it gets really repetitive. And I think that was one of the biggest downfalls, at least for me, when it came to Diablo 3, is really the end game. But they did fix a lot of the things. And talking about a mobile game, it's as close as you'll come to a Diablo 4. Now, the Diablo 2 Resurrected, I mean, hey, let's be honest. It's Diablo 2. It's a classic. I think we're all excited to see how it works out, as long as they don't pull another Warcraft 3 Reforged on us. But yeah, so this is why I'm putting them both together. It's as close as we're going to get to a Diablo 4. Here's my next one. Now, this is Valheim. So, for all of you that have never seen this game, I definitely recommend you check it out. There's actually videos that I made about it on the on my site here, and it is a game that's definitely worth it. So, it is a survival game. So, I know what you guys might be thinking. Yeah, survival games not for me, or maybe I've never played it. I don't know what it could be. Do I really want to spend money on it? Well, first things first, it's about $20, so it's not really going to break the bank here. And at the same time, it's not only a survival game. Picture having a survival game meets Minecraft meets Diablo integrated into one game, and you get Valheim. There's a lot of elements when it comes to um, RPG, and like it is a very realistic game in the sense that you can, for you to even build anything, right? You actually have to go cut down the trees. Well, how are you going to cut down the trees? You need tools. You have to go make yourself tools, and it is very realistic in that sense. But as it progresses, you're still fighting mobs, and they still drop loot that you can take it, use it, and it's a really interesting type of a gameplay. It really is. If you guys have never seen it, I definitely recommend you check it out. Yes, survival game, please get over that. It's a very, very well made game. It's actually broken records thus far, from what I know, on Steam. And I think the best part about it is not only do you get the chance to build things and build yourself your own house, your own mansion. People have built castles on this thing. But again, you can actually use it even as a type of MMO and play with your friends and go and kill these big bad guys. And you really have this whole environment that's based on the Vikings. So it's very interesting, something that I feel does not really get focused on a lot. And gameplay wise, definitely worth it. So this is my second pick. Not a close second to a game that I would want to necessarily play while I'm waiting for Diablo 4, but still up there. Here's the next game. So this is Titan Quest. Now it's not a new game whatsoever, but at the same time, it's a pretty good one in the sense that it's very close to resembling Diablo 2. So gameplay wise, the way the characters move, the spells, the items, customization, the mobs even. The mobs is hit or miss, but anyways, Titan Quest will be a very good option as we're waiting for Diablo 4, especially if you're a Diablo 2 fan. Also, taking consideration, D2 Resurrected is not even out yet. So, good, very good game to at least look into in case you want to have that extra challenge. Now, notice I'm really just saying good because I find there are some things that are lacking from this game. Um, and I mean, I would love to say that they would fix it, but it's been out for quite a few years, and every platform that it's out, it does seem like it has its own sort of bugs. Um, so I mean, the gameplay, it's good. Like I said, it does resemble D2. The only thing is, I'm noticing like sometimes I'm telling the character to go up and it's still going straight, or I tell them to go back and it's going down. And I mean, it gets a little bit confusing. I don't know what's going on there, but it's not something that really happens very often. So you can kind of make your peace with it, especially since it's also a game that you would find for about $20. And I mean, for the price and for what it can offer and the hours of entertainment, yeah, I get it. It's good. If you guys have ever played D2, which I'm assuming you have, right? For watching this channel, you guys are Diablo fans. I find you will still like this. Now the storyline is a little bit different in the sense that, as you can see, the characters right now has nothing really to do with any type of Diablo game. It's actually set in more like ancient Greece type of a storyline, so it's very unique. It's very interesting, and the characters, the graphics, they're very very nice, very unique. Again, I mentioned. So it's something that if you ever liked ancient mythology and into RPG games, obviously, this is definitely something that you do want to take a look at least, right? So Obviously, this is not a review, just kind of pointing out a few things that I've noticed on it, but good game nonetheless. So, unless you've been living under a rock, I don't think this will come to any surprise from anyone, pretty much, that my next choice is Path of Exile. So, I know that they have an expansion coming up right now while I'm making this video. Really looking forward to, you know, the actual announcement and really what they're going to be making. So stay tuned for that. Now, in case you guys have never heard of this game, which I mean you should by now, it's not a new game, but yet it's a spectacular game. They really took the Diablo style of game and really brought it to a next level. So what I've showed you right now is essentially the gems, which it's essentially your spell. So you don't actually have your character linked to a specific type of caster or melee class. You can kind of make your character your own. Looking down at the talent tree, it is absolutely ginormous. The actual passive skills do make a difference. You have a lot of options, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. The the talent tree is humongous. And if you guys check out some of my other videos, you're definitely going to see how it looks like. And you can really customize it to a huge extent. So a melee class can be kind of like dual spec, or you can have a caster class being melee spec. You can pretty much do whatever you want with your character. Customization is definitely there. The items, right? There's a lot of items to choose from. You can kind of take one of those trash items and really randomize it, reforge into a rare. What else? Improve the quality of the weapon, of your potions. You can do a lot of things. On top of it, it's free to play. You're not spending a single dime on this game, and it's going to bring you hours of entertainment, especially with these RPG type games. And you can really sit down and get hooked on this type of a game. There's so much to do, there's so much material to focus on, and it can go really in depth and really complex. And for me, anyways, and I know I'm going to have people kind of telling me off here, but it it's also its downfall in a sense. Um, I mean, it feels like a max level, and there's still things that I don't even know what they do. There's no real explanation. Like I'm holding certain things that since I was like level 20, and I still have no idea what they do. So it can be its pros and cons at the same time. I know some people are gonna say there's no con about that, and I will tend to agree. But if it's that extent, I mean, I only found out recently what these maps do, right? I mean, yes, you find out at the end of the game once you actually complete it, but I've been actually carrying this map thing for a long time on my inventory, and I never knew what they did. I was almost tempted to just kind of get rid of them until you realize, hey, you need them, right? And there's, like I mentioned before, there's still stuff that I don't know what they're used for. And I mean, look, for me, anyways, my personal opinion, absolutely love this game. You guys will be crazy not to go for Path of Exile, especially given the fact that it's free and customization wise, this is the motherload. But again, it feels like it's too complex for what it should be, right? Again, my personal opinion, but that being said, I don't think I'm gonna stop playing this game anytime soon. I absolutely adore it, and especially knowing that Path of Exile 2 is only a little, a couple of months away, at least for the beta version. I can't wait. So tell me what you guys think about this choice. Now, I know this game that I just put on the screen is probably not a close proximity to Diablo 4, but it is a Diablo game nonetheless. And let's face it, I mean, Diablo Immortal or Diablo 2 is going to be way closer to Diablo 4 than this game, but hey, it is a Diablo game and it's live now. So if you guys by any chance are looking to play a Diablo game and you don't want any substitutions, this is your best bet. Plus, it's been out for so long right now that it's it's gonna cost you peanuts really to kind of buy this game. So yeah, I'm putting it there just for putting it. I really don't think it's any comparison to Diablo 4 or any of the new Diablo games that are gonna come out. Actually, not even compared to any other games on this list. But again, if you have to play Diablo, you have to play it. Diablo 3 will be your closest thing. Now, the last game on my list here is Baldur's Gate 3. So, Baldur's Gate 3 is kind of unique in the sense that, yes, it's still an RPG game, but it doesn't play the same. It almost feels like when you're playing it, it's like a type of Dungeons and Dragons, rolling the dice, and each one moves at its own pace. So it's not really the type of game that I normally go for. I give it a shot. It's not really my type of game, but I know a lot of people that will definitely disagree with me here. So it is a game that if you're looking to, if you can't wait for Diablo 4 and you're looking for a game to play, this is definitely something that you want to look at. Not necessarily for me, again, I say that, but doesn't mean it's a bad game whatsoever. So for the price that you're gonna pay, you know, for me, I might as well just wait for D4. But that being said, you guys might want to take a look at it at the same time. So the graphics are spectacular. What it actually offers you in entertainment, definitely worth it. I just don't like the gameplay. I find Titan Quest, even if it's buggy a bit, is a lot better when it comes to gameplay than this. But to each his own, right? Nobody has to agree with me here. This is my personal opinion. So there you have it. This is my list. Tell me what you guys think. Did I forget any games? Is there any games that you guys don't agree with? Anything I should add? Please let me know. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Give me your opinions. Glad to hear them. Throw us a like and subscribe if you guys are not already. And with that being said, peace.